welcome to Crossplay Academy and our This Month in Gaming series, where we take a look at the most anticipated games coming out ahead of each month and hopefully provide you with some insight or hype for the coming weeks. March is looking good for console gamers this month, with Nintendo taking a brief respite after a great showing in February. Got a few high-profile next-gen upgrades on their way too, so let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Balan Wonderworld is an action platformer game themed around the Balan Theatre. Led by the enigmatic maestro named Balan, the player controls either Leo or Emma, using a menagerie of colourful costumes and abilities as they adventure through the bizarre land of Wonderworld. 12 different stages await the player, each with their own unique themes and quirks, on a quest to reach the heart of what's plaguing the land. Wonderworld is a place where people's happy and positive memories mix with their restless worries and anxiety. Led into Wonderworld by Balan, Emma and Leo set off on a journey to discover what's most important to themselves. Before they can return to the real world, they must restore the lost balance in their hearts. This game sounds great on paper, but word to the wise, the recently released demo has met with a lot of backlash and negativity online. While the game looks and sounds good in its trailers, it may be worth checking out the demo or waiting for reviews before throwing down any hard-earned cash on this one. Balan Wonderworld premieres on March 26. The critically acclaimed action RPG returns to the Switch. Taking place in a bygone Japanese era in the village of Kamura, explore lush ecosystems and battle remixed classic and new fearsome monsters to become the ultimate hunter. Hunt solo or in a party with friends and carve your way to victory with a huge variety of armor and weapons, introducing new gameplay mechanics like wire action, utilizing wire bugs to dash, dodge and climb, or the new canine companion Palamute to help you traverse the landscape, adding to the already robust combat that Monster Hunter is known for. I'm actually pretty jealous this isn't coming to other consoles and will consider picking up a Switch for this game. It was also recently stated that Rise will come to PC next year for those willing to wait. Gear up on the go or at home when Monster Hunter Rise releases on March 26. It Takes Two comes from indie developer Hazelight Studios, following through after their successful debut of A Way Out in 2018, which was another unique two-player co-op adventure. It Takes Two is specifically designed for split-screen multiplayer or online play. Step into the shoes of May and Cody, a couple going through a divorce, though unbeknownst to them, their minds are transported into two dolls that their daughter made to represent them. Players must team up to help May and Cody work together to get back into their bodies while traversing a wild adventure filled with unexpected twists and turns. It Takes Two also benefits players with its buy one get one free mantra from A Way Out, where if you purchase the game, you'll get a code to share with your friend or significant other so you can play together on separate accounts. Look for It Takes Two to take you on an adventure on March 26.
Is everything. If a Yakuza shows weakness, he's done.
I've been waiting to open this door for 18 years.
The critically acclaimed Yakuza Like a Dragon finally debuts on PS5 on March 2nd. Complete with graphical upgrades in 60 frames per second, join Ichiban Kasuga, a fledgling grunt of a low-ranking Yakuza family in Tokyo who faces an 18-year prison sentence after taking the fall for a crime he didn't commit. After being released from prison, Ichiban returns to society only to discover that he has been betrayed by the people he respected the most. Discover the truth and take your life back in this hectic RPG taking place within the Yakuza franchise. You won't need any history on the previous games, as this is a standalone title, so if you've been holding off to check out the franchise for yourself, now is the time. Yakuza Like a Dragon also changes things up with an active time battle system that might not be the liking to some purists, but makes for some cool combat and hilarious special abilities. The unique side quests the series is known for makes a return, and Yakuza Like a Dragon is sure to keep you entertained for 100 hours or more if you dive deep into it. Look for it to drop on March 2nd. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the newest Crash game in over a decade. Taking place after the events in Crash Bandicoot Warped, It's About Time sets Crash and Coco against Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy's quest to dominate the multiverse. Enhanced for PlayStation 5, this brings 4K support, 60 frames per second, 3D audio, and takes advantage of the PS5's adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, and SSD for quicker load times. I'm excited to return to the game with these upgrades as I never finished it on PS4, and highly recommend it to action platforming fans if they haven't taken the plunge already. It's About Time really captures the classic Crash Bandicoot gameplay and will warp onto PlayStation 5 on March 12th. While no specific date is confirmed, Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is rumoured to be hitting PC and PlayStation consoles in March, adding over 150,000 words complete with hundreds of hours of voiceovers for every character, new quests and 4K 60 frames per second. Disco Elysium was already an RPG masterpiece when it released in October 2019. And if you're a fan of the genre, this should be right at the top of your list of games this year. Disco Elysium sees you wake up as a detective in a dilapidated coastal community with no memory of how you got there. With the help of a robust skill system together with a dice roll tabletop rulebook experience, this game is as unpredictable as it is rewarding and fun to play. There is so many ways to play and approach the situations thrown at you that gives Disco Elysium its character and replayability. Keep an eye out for this one coming out in March. As always, thank you for watching. This is a growing channel, so if you enjoyed the content, please consider leaving a like or even subscribing, as it will help promote the production for more. I value your feedback, so if you have any at all, please leave a comment as I'd really appreciate it. What games are you looking forward to in March? Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.